Do you want to power up your game as a writer? Plan better. Speed through your first draft faster. Advance your skill faster than other writers. If so, I got 3, that's right, you heard me, 3 essential writing hacks that will level you up as a writer. What up, interweb? I'm Tim Green. This is my writing channel where I document my writing journey and provide advice. I have a free Excel word count tracker that you can download for free. No email needed. Bing! Like, subscribe. Let's get started. Show, don't tell is for editing. This first writing hack will help you speed through your first draft without rushing, because rushing is bad. You've probably heard of the advice, show, don't tell, because it's probably the most common piece of writing advice out there for new writers. Even established writers. As important as showing is, can and will dramatically slow your writing down. Unless you know exactly how to describe what's happening or what something looks like, your drafting will come to a crawl.
You try to figure out how to describe it.
To save time, just tell us and move on.
This is your first draft. It's gonna suck. Just tell and move on. Save showing for revising the second, third draft. While editing, you want to take your time to make it better. Don't be lazy and just
Tell everything.
in the first draft, only when you're not sure. There are many authors out there who have said when it comes to their first draft, if they're not sure about something, they will come up with cool description of spaceship and just move on. It's because they either don't know what it looks like or they just can't figure the right words to describe it and it'll slow them down. So they put this and move on. If you focus on show, don't tell during editing, you're gonna be surprised how quickly your first draft gets done. Plan your novel with a notebook or pad. Where do you think you're going, Pantsers? You better not be clicking that next hack. You stay put. Because, plus, I might have some tips that might help you that are hidden.
I do.
So why plan your novel with a notepad? Other than the reasons that there are so many studies out there that prove you remember things better if you write them on a pad, a paper, than typing them. I have a Japanese study linked to this in the description, and you can find tons more with a simple Google search. And there's just something about using a notebook or pad that's just better than using a computer to write your ideas down. And don't get me wrong, you can do both. I have and still do, but I prefer a pad and a good pen. I've been using a legal pad to answer lingering questions about my work in progress Truth Slayer before I start the outline. And pads are just good for that. Asking questions, rewriting, and just coming up and jotting ideas down.
Ow!
I had to come up with a completely new reason why Singh had to leave his hometown. Because the old idea wasn't gonna work. So I just grabbed a pad paper and started writing. And it was awesome! Plus, there's something just almost spiritual about using a notebook to write down your ideas that you won't fully understand until you try it. Okay, Pantsers, are you still with me? Good, because writing your ideas down on a legal pad can help you. I know you like to figure out your story as you write, and that's fine. It just doesn't mean you don't have ideas. And writing your ideas down is not planning. It's just putting them somewhere so you have them, better remember them, but you don't have to use them if you don't want to. And trust me, until you have this brilliant idea that you want to use later in your novel, but by the time you get there, you forgot it, all because you thought writing the idea down was planning, and you forgot it when you get there, and you go, ah! You'll realize this will help you. Track your ideas while you write. Hey, Pantsers, I told you I had something hidden, and this is geared towards you, or planners who focus more on bullets and discover how to connect those bullets while writing. Tracking your ideas while you write is going to help you keep writing as you go. I know for those who like to discover their story as they write, it can be tempting to just keep writing until you don't know what's coming up. As you write, you will have ideas pop up. Track them, write them down. This will help you. It's not planning. Even if it's for later in the story or a few scenes later, write them down. I did this during NaNoWriMo in 2019 because I changed my writing project at the last second, I had to pants it. All I had was a plan of 8 bullets with no idea how to connect them. As I wrote, ideas popped up where I could go next. I wrote these ideas down in between writing sessions, and it was a huge help for me. I wouldn't have won Nano that year if I hadn't tracked these ideas down. About a month or 2 ago, I actually just posted this on a fellow Authortuber's comments for a video on pantsing, and she responded by saying, "This is genius." I was like, cool. What do I mean by when I say learn how you write? Does it mean how you lay down prose? What POV you use? What genre you write? Nope. It is how you tackle the writing process itself. Do you outline your book before you write? Or do you come up with a character, a situation, and start writing? Many new writers don't know what they are. They're so focused on writing and publishing their novel, they don't figure this out. Only to realize years later how easy it can be to figure this out. When I first started, I was determined to be a pantser. I just want to be able to sit down and start writing, not have to plan everything, come up with it as I go, be the cool kid for once. And I'm still trying.
It's not going well, people. It's not.
Even though when I wrote my first novel, Legend of the Godchild, I had a chapter summary, it didn't click. You'd think it would click after spending years developing and fleshing out Forbidden Realm. It didn't. It took me pantsing the first 5 chapters of Marx Valera Book 1 to come to the end and you're like, where do I go from here? Then to move to work on Forbidden Realm and just go like, hey, why don't I do this planning that I'm doing Forbidden Realm for Marx Valera? I figured out I was a planner in the first 2 years of writing novels. But I should have known long before this, especially after planning and developing Forbidden Realm the 5 years prior. And I found that many new writers, like myself, are determined to be pantsers. They want to sit down and write. They won't use an outline because of fear that it will ruin their creativity. Well, I'm sorry. Not everyone can just sit down and write. Just like not everyone can sit down, plan everything out, and then write. You gotta figure out what works for you. Once you accept that you have to plan, or you need to put down that pad and just write, the more time you have to get that novel done. Because you're using methods you know will work for you versus ones you know don't. There you have it, my 3 essential writing hacks and a bonus hack for pantsers that's hidden. Which one of these hacks did you like best? Let me know down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would smash that like button and subscribe because it helps support my channel. Don't forget, you can download that free Excel word count tracker. Ding! Thanks for watching. Bye!